is Late Night Health. This is the radio show that cares about the most important part of your life, your health. During the next 2 hours, the Insane Darrell Wayne and I are going to take a look at a number of topics that touch each and every one of us regarding health, whether physical or mental. For example, we're going to be talking with an author who's written a book called Next Therapist Please, because she's in her life, she keeps changing therapists. We'll find out, does therapy really work? Not? We'll get her opinion. We'll be talking with Robert Clancy, the author of Soul Ciphers, and we'll be talking about perseverance, the fact that you have to continue to reach your goals, your dreams, to be mentally healthy, to be physically healthy. And we'll also spend some time with a young man whose name is Michael Anderson. He's the executive VP of Finestone Partners in Beverly Hills. We're going to talk to him about the fact that with our current healthcare system, even if you have millions, you can run out of money. Hi, I'm Mark Allen, and during the next 2 hours, we're going to have fun. We're going to inform, and we're going to perhaps form some questions that only you can answer. I first say hello to Darrell. Darrell, how are you? Darrell Wayne.
I'm quite fine and maybe dandy, but George Carlin said you can never be both at the same time.
Oh, okay. God.
You can't be fine and dandy.
Fine and dandy. And that has nothing to do with Dandy Dan ice cream, right?
I don't know how you can be. I'm not sure how dandy is defined these days anyway. I'm dandy. How do you tell? What's the test?
There must be someplace.
Give the dandy test and figure it out.
Maybe one of those therapists. A couple of weeks ago, I met a young man, and I felt an instant connection. His name is Mike Anderson, as I said. He is an executive VP with Finestone Partners. Mike, welcome to Late Night Health.
Mark, happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me on.
Oh, my pleasure. You don't know this. Will be the first of many.
I hope it will be.
I know it will be. Now, before we start talking about health care, I want to talk about my esteemed partner, because it turns out that Mike and Darrell knew each other, or met each other, 40 years ago?
Let's see, 30, yeah. Just right in that window, maybe
right.
A little more than 40 years ago.
Now, I say on the show all the time that Darrell is one of the nicest people I've ever met. He denies it, but I keep saying it. Tell the story, Mike, because I find it fascinating.
Happy to. I'm a Pasadena native, and as many know, especially here in Southern California, K-Rock was based out of Pasadena for several years. Really, I would imagine during the birth and when progressive rock took the scene. And the station was located on a street called Los Robles, across the street from Pasadena Hilton. And this would have been in 78, 79. I was in what was then referred to as junior high. And the station was there. My friends and I, during the summer, we'd go swimming earlier in the day. And then we'd hop on our bikes. Didn't have permits yet, to drive. So we got on our bikes, rode down Cordova over to Los Robles. At that point, K-Rock had a what was almost a storefront type building that it was in, and the front door was open. And you can imagine, a hot summer day in the San Gabriel Valley, doors open. We would take our bikes, go into the hallway, park our bikes in the hallway, and just walk into the studio. And everyone there was so nice. And they knew we were just local kids in the area. We picked up our stickers, T-shirts, talked to the crew. And everyone, including Darrell, just couldn't have been nicer and more welcoming.
Do you remember doing that, Darrell?
Well, that's also the same way Oingo Boingo got in, you know? That's the same way.
They rode their bikes?
Yeah. Well, I mean, security wasn't a big issue for us because, you know, we didn't really feel threatened by the people from the outside. We maybe should have, but we weren't. And we had sort of an open door policy, you know. We were on the second floor, and there was a hallway in the front and the back, and the back door had a little red button to let people know that if you were the only one in the building, that somebody was up the stairs in the back, or you could come up the stairs in the front. And a lot of times those doors were propped open, and people would just show up, right? Some people would want stuff, you know, like stickers and albums and stuff, and some people would give us stuff like stickers and albums and stuff that they wanted us to give away. But yeah, we're sort of a way station for rock and roll, from both input and output.
Do you remember the kids, though?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was our audience, you know. I mean, those are the people we wanted to take care of the most.
Yeah, I went to LaSalle High School in Pasadena, and one of our claims to fame at that point in time, or a little bit, or right around that time, was the school hosted Van Halen, and this was before they took off. And Van Halen is from Pasadena, and the family's from there. Local high school, huge scene, and
perfect.
Yeah. That was the end. And the school was conducted by the Christian Brothers, and the brothers said, what can we do for you guys? What do you want? Well, we'd like this band to come, and they said, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, the Van Halen brothers were from South Pass. And their father was a doctor, Dr. Van Halen in South Pasadena. And I remember getting locked out of the trailer along with Dr. Van Halen at Cal Jam, the first one, you know, not being able to get back in because of some backstage stuff. But we used to go to Burger Continental over on Lake and drink beer and watch the belly dancers all the time with the Van Halen guys.
Wait, you're saying, you did that too?
Yeah, so after...
Wait, you were younger.
Yeah, so after we went to the station on Los Robles, coincidentally, we'd ride over to Burger Continental.
Yep, that's where everybody hung out.
That was the hangout spot. Have lunch, and then head back and go swimming again in the afternoon. So that was kind of the round turn.
God, it's interesting because I'm going to be in Pasadena this weekend. I'm going to be at the... let's see. I've got it here someplace. Where am I going to be? Oh, here it is. I'm going to the Los Angeles World CBD Expo about enhancing life. They've got it's at the Pasadena Convention Center. Gentlemen, was that there yet?
Kind of, you know. I mean, the mall wasn't there when we first... we were in the Hilton for 9 months, starting in August of 76 until April 77. And, Colorado Boulevard had a lot of strange and interesting places. Like there was a bar called Cosmos where they were making burgers in the back, although they weren't supposed to because it was just a bar. But they started digging this big hole on Colorado Boulevard down to cornered by Los Robles, and they put in a mall. Right?
Yeah.
In order to do that, they had to knock down a lot of weird, eclectic businesses to be able to do that. But that was pretty exciting to watch that take place.
What's really interesting as you listen throughout the country is that radio is really such a small community.
Yeah, well, K-Rock is still licensed to Pasadena. It started out as KPPC-FM.
Right.
PPC was Pasadena Presbyterian Church. It was an underground radio station, and so the roots in Pasadena are something that go way back. And, when I was left in 82, it was still in Pasadena.
I just find, the radio community being so really interesting. Well, we just have a moment or two left of reminiscing, and then we're really going to get into some very a very serious topic, and that is, can you run out of money with today's healthcare? And we'll do that with Mike, because you've experienced that with clients, and hopefully, helping to save them in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Our particular clients don't run out of money, but there are plenty that do.
Right, exactly, depending on how much you've got. And I will mention the World CBD Expo is taking place the 17th and 18th. We're airing on the 17th in Los Angeles. There's going to be other of these panels and discussions about CBD. I'm going there to learn more about what CBD can do, some of the legal ramifications of it. So I will be there. If you want information, you can go to worldcbdexpo.com, worldcbdexpo.com. I'm Mark Allen, along with Mike Anderson and the Insane Darrell Wayne. Late Night Health continues. Join us at latenighthealth.com, latenighthealth.com.
Welcome to Guide to the Soul. This is Robert Clancy. Although it's easy to draw a line in the sand, it's always worth the extra effort to draw from your heart. Hatred and anger are so easy to fall upon, especially when you become frustrated with someone. Love and forgiveness may take some work, but just look at the benefits. In the heat of the moment, you can easily say something regrettable, but you can also take a deep breath and think, is this worth the anguish? You can stand up and shout and protest against something you disagree with, but quite often, it's the quiet heart that speaks louder than any anger ever could. Tempered steel is strongest when it's been cooled. When you let anger pass you by, you will always return to a place of love.
For more inspiration from Robert Clancy, visit guidetothesoul.com or go to the Moments with Robert page on latenighthealth.com. There's a lot of talk all over the internet about the remarkable benefits of Carbon-60, and baby boomers are especially excited about it. Greska's Carbon-60 is the premium Carbon-60, developed by an aerospace and NASA scientist. 95% of Greska's customers report positive results from this Nobel Prize-winning technology in just 4 days. Imagine more energy, better health, and more vitality. It's very bioavailable to quickly mend toxin-crippled cells. This is a super powerful antioxidant. Bob Greska is so confident that you'll love his Carbon-60, he wants to send you a bottle at 50% off the regular price to see how life-changing this will be for you. Call 720-600-6040. That's 720-600-6040. Visit c-60.com to learn more. Call 720-600-6040 now or visit c-60.com.